Hey folks, Brazilian Blades here, Lucas. Now I'm going to introduce you to a new maker, at least for foreign buyers usually. It's his first review in English, and I'm really happy to do that. It's one of those guys where I think in 5 years you're going to be really happy that you got on his list or bought one of his knives at the prices he has right now. And I mean it. Like, the guy's doing awesome stuff, and you should know about it. And even better, this one could be yours at no cost. Check it out. Monster Knives Belial. Belial as the biblical demon, first Babylonian deity that became a demon. Yeah. It's a pretty thick knife. I mean, it's not a monster. It's not a tank, but it's pretty substantial. Marcus used to work in private security, so he's a guy who bashes things and pretty hard. Now, it's titanium and N697. It's a pretty good steel. You're going to find that in a lot of customs. You're going to find that in a lot of high quality production knives. If I recall correctly, Giant Mouse Knives uses them, as well as and Extrema Ratio became famous by using them. So it's pretty good stuff. Now, it opens smoothly, especially for a big knife. Has this soft mirror polish, full flat grind, sharp as my mother-in-law's tongue. Like, this thing is just like seriously stupidly sharp. Let me get a piece of paper because I always forget to get one for the reviews. It slices beautifully, and you know it's going to keep its edge for a long time because the steel is awesome. Now, Marcus handcrafts everything. Now, what you see has been 100% handmade. Everything. Now, he has a bench press drill and a grinder and a forge for the heat treating, but other than that, he does everything by hand. No CNC, not even a mill machine. The knife rides on Teflon washers. I used to have some issues with Teflon washers. I'm sure some people do. But if they're done as nicely as this one, and if they're done as nicely as in a lot of high-end knives, like I've just noticed that the Stan Wilson non-flipper folder, something NFF, is a pretty solid knife, high-end. You're talking about the least 5K, and it rides in Teflon washers, and I don't think you can find any fault in that. This, as I mentioned, has no subtlety. Like, this just screams to be used and bashed, and like, it's a monster. It's aggressive. It just like it's perfect for heavy use in your hands. And if you want to do more precision cuts, you can choke on it. I thought that was a pretty nice touch by Marcus. So if you want to do smaller, detailed work, you can choke on it pretty easily. Now, that's premium steel. The titanium, as you see, has a very nice rock texture, including the back spacer. I think that's one of the areas where you see like what the craftsmanship is all about. It's the back spacer, the fit and finish, like everything. It just goes like it just works, you know. And most importantly, it's an original design. It's his design. And you're talking about something that I think in a few years it's going to be really hard to get. Now, it's hard to get even now. His books are open for I have no idea how long. You're probably getting 1 or 2 weeks maybe. He's going to close them pretty soon, and I don't think he's going to open them again because he's booked for the next 3 years. Now, sometimes the knives pop up because you have people giving up, or sometimes it appears in the secondary. So you might get a shot, but I'd recommend getting his books. It's going to take a while, but it's going to be worth it. Check out the backspacer. It's kind of a rat. It's kind of like the rat's tail backspacer. Not the backspacer. The hole for putting the lanyard. It's kind of like the application used by Marathon, but he made it differently. His own design, of course. Has a skull crusher. You can crush things. I think that's the use. His clip is very slim, but it's sculpted. So you can see it's one piece of titanium. Perfect retention. Beautiful stuff. This is a knife that just works. And its action is a lot better than some knives I saw in the Blade Show from very known makers and guys who charge a lot more than Marcus does. And his action is better, I can tell you that. He backs up his stuff, he does the pivots, he does pretty much everything. And you can just enjoy the value of having a fully handcrafted knife. Monster knives. Now the best thing for you is that this one is going to be in our giveaway. Yeah, you can get it for free. The giveaway is going to happen in our Instagram pretty soon. We're going to have a post about it, and that's a prize. Titanium, one-off N690 Steel flipper, just beautiful, and it can be yours. Stay tuned in our Instagram because we're going to post the rules over there, and in Monster Knives Instagram. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. See you next. Bye, folks.